Hey, it's Johnna. My feet are kicked up. And new weave, who this? All right.
Hey guys, welcome to the Kickback Cafe. It's Dr. Sonia here, and
Hey, it's Johnna.
we're bringing you a fresh perspective on timeless content. So, Johnna, what's up? Word of the day, our word for the day is...
Shiggy.
Shiggy.
The Shiggy challenge, In My Feelings. The Shiggy show, he came up with the dance for In My Feelings for Drake.
Okay.
So what I want to know is, Drake's song is like getting all these...
What, like likes and stuff?
Yes, I guess rising to the top of the Billboard and stuff. Kiki. Everybody wants to know who Kiki is. But all I want to know is Drake going to cut the Shiggy show a check? Is he going to send the Shiggy show an invoice like he did Pusha T?
That is hilarious. In My Feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
By Drake. Well, what's up with all these dances? Everyone's doing it, right? Even like celebrities.
Right. The Shiggy show did the dance, and then I know Odell Beckham did the dance, and then all these celebrities started doing the dance, and so regular people started doing the dances. And the Shiggy show came up with the dance. So the song is getting attention because of the dance.
That's funny.
So it's amazing.
That is awesome. All right, so Shiggy is our word of the day. All right, so what's up with the latest fashion for the summer? Like, what have you been seeing people wear?
Well, we definitely have to talk about jorts because my father, he decided to bring out some jorts from 2005, apparently. And I had to talk to him about this. This is a real, deal, people, okay? Jorts are a crisis. Okay? And we need to talk about this. This needs to be talked about. Everybody's talking about the latest fashion trends and stuff, but we need to talk about 2005 and people who have wardrobe from 2005.
Yeah, a lot of them people stay stuck. And it's not always the older folks. It's sometimes the young folks. I still see baggy T-shirts. And I'm just trying to figure out why people are wearing baggy T-shirts.
Right. So...
jorts. So, what's the definition of jorts?
Jean shorts, okay? And it's bad when they come below the knee, and it's bad when they come above the knee. It's bad either way, okay? It does not look good on men. It doesn't. Okay?
Well, a lot of the rappers and celebrities are wearing, little shorts now. And did you see Gucci Mane? He had on, little shorts, a short set.
When they're tight fit, okay, but when they're baggy and sagging in 2005 trending, that's not okay.
So your dad was sagging?
Yeah. You can't do that.
Man.
The fashion tips that I gave him is put some compression pants on under a pair of basketball shorts, Even some compression shorts under basketball shorts. They even have shorts that are sweatpants, but don't wear jorts.
No jorts. Throw the jorts away. What color are these jorts? Just kidding. So we won't wear those anymore. I don't really know, though, if I would want to see, a guy that I was talking to in little shorts either. Really, did you see Gucci Mane's, outfit?
Mm-mm.
It was everybody was clowning him. They were saying that it was Fashion Nova for men. His shorts were really, really short. It was flower print. You could almost see stuff hanging out when he sat down and crossed his legs. So, would you talk to a guy that wore shorts like that? Little shorts?
No, I did not know that you were talking about mini shorts on a grown man.
No, I'm going to show you Gucci Mane shorts, because you need to see this and understand what I'm talking about. I just don't feel like I would talk to somebody who I saw wearing that. Not to knock anybody's fashion choices, but that just wouldn't be for me. I don't see myself walking around with a guy whose shorts are smaller than mine. So that's out of here.
Okay, so let's get down to this. Power. Oh my goodness. I just watched Power. So we're going to be doing a little review here. Season 5, Episode 4. This is a big one. So, all right, let's talk about that part with Ghost not grieving Raina. He made me so upset throughout this season so far. I finally got to see him grieve Raina.
Okay, so clearly spoiler alert.
Yes, spoiler. So what do you think about that part where Ghost went up to give his speech? Oh, I'm sorry, St. Patrick, because he was in a suit this time. So when St. Patrick went up to give his speech, what did you think about that when he saw Raina?
I guess that it finally hit him, that he wasn't going to have his daughter anymore. I mean, it's been a really crazy, whole entire season. I don't understand. Folks who haven't started watching it should really catch up on it. But yeah, it's getting real deep.
I think that he was so focused on his business and trying to regain power that I think he forgot to grieve Raina. Because let's say one thing, okay? Last season, he was going to give it all up. He was going to give up the power and everything. And now that his daughter is dead, he's trying to regain power. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I think he just has a lot of aggression because his daughter died. I think that he understands, but I think there's also a disconnect, and I think that the show really highlighted that, between how women carry their emotion versus how men carry their emotion. And I think that a lot of times there's sort of a lag between the two. So even when we start talking about relationships, which I'm sure we'll get to in a second, when we start talking about relationships, a lot of times, after a breakup, it's super, super real for the woman, but then it's a week later or a few days later is when it finally hits the guy, and then he starts crying and calling back and begging to get back, but it's almost immediate for the woman. So I think that kind of, we can relate that back to this Power episode where we saw Tasha has been grieving the entire time at the loss of her daughter. And I don't think we can say that Ghost hasn't been grieving, but I think that it's just different because it's a woman's perspective versus a man.
Well, a lot of people would say that's sexist, because I would say that it's all in the personality.
Yeah, I mean, it plays a lot in personality too, and I don't think that it's sexist. I think that we just have different genetic makeups. Women have a different genetic and emotional makeup than men have. And that's not to say that men don't have emotions. It's just shown differently. I think it's real.
I've met some very emotional men in my life.
Yeah, men who are in touch with their emotions. Because some men are not in touch with their emotions at all. We can blame a lot of society, social media, that says that men shouldn't show emotion. They should be strong enough not to.
So are you stating that it's not in genetic makeup, but it's actually in societal norms?
Well, what I'm saying is, when I say that it's not genetic, I'm saying that, yes, everyone has emotions. Male, female, doesn't matter. Woman, boy, girl, child, everyone has emotions. But what I'm saying is, men show emotion differently because of society and societal standards. Genetically, biology plays a part in it too, because I think that the way that we're made up, women tend to show emotion first. So let's say this. You've ever been in a relationship and you've broken up with someone, or someone has broken up with you. You've been through a breakup. Doesn't matter who's broken up. With who. As a female, do you ever recall having that emotion and showing that emotion almost immediately? You cry, you want to eat a bunch of ice cream. When you watch dramas or those romantic comedies, you cry about that because it's relatable. And the man usually is more, I would say, in the first 24 to 48 hours, more kind of standoffish. And then after a couple days go by, he's begging to come back. He's the one crying, and you're kind of over it. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but I know that I have, plenty of times, kind of just over it. By the time that they come back around, it's all right, well, you're lost.
I don't usually do that. I don't really believe it for the first couple days, but then when I believe it, then that's when I just keep myself busy.
Let's say after a week, after the breakup, what happens? Are you still upset about it? Are you still distraught? Are you still crying about it? I mean, that's not to say...
I'm upset for probably the third day.
And then the man, though, on the man's part, I've never really been in a situation. I mean, well, okay, let me not say that I've never been in a situation where a man was upset initially when it first happened. But typically what happens is the female is upset the first few days. I don't know if you've ever watched Two Can Play That Game with Vivica Fox and Morris Chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so same kind of thing where Vivica, they broke up. Vivica was a wreck for the first few days, and then she kind of went on about her business. Morris was like chilling for the first few days, and then he was a wreck later on. So it was kind of like a reversal.
I get what you're saying, because on the third day I'm sad, maybe the fourth day I'm sad, and then by the end of the week I'm okay. Then I just live with it. Then the guy comes back, you know, maybe a week later, and then they're sad, but I'm over it. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Going back to Power, that was my analysis with that, was that, well, you know, we see Tasha and she's like grieving, and I'm not saying that Ghost shouldn't have been just as upset, and maybe he was, but I think that there's a difference in the display of emotion. So finally in this episode, we saw him kind of break down and show that emotion. But of course, he's a father.
Yeah, I think I'm team Tasha on this one, because at the end of the episode, she said, I've got my kids and I've got myself. And she said, and you've got who you've always had, you. Which kind of was an indicator that they're playing this who's grieving the most, and because you're not showing it, you don't feel anything. And I think that really hit Ghost, because at the end of the episode, he was alone. And who did he go back to? He went back to Angela. So...
Okay, major spoiler alert. But yeah, like, he went back to Angela, but I think it's because that's kind of the person who's always been there for him in his chaos.
What?
Yeah, like they always end up together at the most chaotic times in both of their lives.
Okay. Tasha was always there for Ghost, okay?
Yeah, she's always been there. She's always held him down.
There's
but what
a
I'm
backstory.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that Ghost and Angela always end up together at the most chaotic times in both of their lives. So Angela's also going through something with her job. Or did you not see that part?
Yes, I did, but who really cares about Angela?
I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Angela. I can't say that she is my favorite character, but I think in this season they're going to be able to do a lot with Angela's character and developing it, because we're finally starting to see, this is the first time that they put major focus on her and her career, which is the thing that means the most to her.
Yes, it's
aside
obvious.
from Ghost.
No, Ghost means nothing to her, okay?
All
her
the
career is first, okay? She sent Ghost to jail, okay?
I understand.
To better her career.
I understand
and
that.
the only reason why she's helping them right now, the gun, because she would get in trouble with her career.
All right, so
no.
But I think that she regretted her move of sending Ghost to jail almost immediately. And yes, she is quite annoying in this season, in this series. I don't like her, but I do not like her after these few episodes, because we start to really see who she is, and she does care about Ghost, because that's part of the reason, although she really cares about her career, that is part of the reason that she continues to help him through this.
She didn't help him.
She is.
She's helping him because of her career.
And because she loves him.
No, because she thought that because she told Tasha the location of Tyreek or whatever, that...
Oh, don't get on Tyreek.
Yes, okay?
Tyreek. His name is Tyreek.
She thought that she had collaborated with the death of the cop. That's the only reason why she's helping them, to clear her name.
Wait, what are you talking about?
And to keep herself safe.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you haven't been watching?
Yeah, I have been watching, but what are you talking about? The only reason is because she collaborated with a cop.
No, she collaborated with the cop's death. Is the only reason she's trying to save face.
Who's that?
The cop that Tariq shot.
Well, what do you mean? How? Why? First of all, I don't know why she was telling them that it was a bullet in the wall, but whatever.
Yes, because she collaborated, because it was Tasha's gun. And Tasha went to Angela and asked her the location of Tyreek's phone. Angela, in turn, once she got to the crime scene and saw, wow, this cop is shot at the location that I gave to Tasha, she thought, wow, I gave Tasha the location of the cop. And now she thinks that she collaborated unknowingly with Tasha to shoot this cop. But she didn't. But she still has to save face, because that's how it comes off as.
I didn't think about that.
Yes, and she said it in episode 1 this season.
Well, like I said, I don't really like Angela, but I do dislike Angela, but...
So now you know why she's helping them
to
save
think
her
it's part
career.
her, but I also think that she really still loves Ghost. Jamie, who she knows is Ghost, I think she really just still loves him. Mm-mm. And now here we are at the end of this episode with them getting ready to maybe rekindle what it is that they had before.
No, she's very selfish. First, she took Ghost from Tasha, and now the only reason why she's helping them is to save her career. So no, just very selfish.
I don't know. We'll see going forward.
Like Tasha said, the only reason why you're helping me is for yourself.
Yeah, I think that too.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see going forward. This other baby that they have, though, I'm still trying to figure out where she is or what they're doing with her.
What baby?
The third child.
Oh yeah, we never get to see her.
Never see her. She just pops up out of the blue sometimes. We saw the toys at the end of the episode that Ghost was like moving around, but that's really it. I want to see the kid, and why they never showed the kid, I don't know. But we'll see what happens with this one. Getting back to relationships, like, what is your opinion on the state of relationships in 2018?
Social media.
What do you mean? What about social media?
Relationships start on social media, Instagram models, catfishing, everything.
So you're saying that relationships come down to social media?
Mm-hmm. Dating sites, everything.
So what I found out was that this first freshman class of young adults going into college have never lived without social media, like ever. The incoming freshman class this year. I remember a time before social media when guys had to actually approach you and say, "Hi, my name is blah, 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 what's yours?" Now, how do relationships start on social media?
DMs.
So you just see a picture and you DM
Mm-hmm.
and say what? Like, how does that happen?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's the new relationships.
So relationships start on social media, relationships end because of social media.
And they end on social media.
Like, publicly.
Twitter fights.
Publicly. Oh, that's terrible. So what do you think about, like, keeping your relationship private? Should your relationship be private, or is it okay for it to be kind of open for everyone to see?
I think it should be private in the beginning stages. Like how I deleted my social medias for about a year or two. And then I got back on social media.
Why did you get back on?
It's fun. It's a lot of funny videos is all that I pretty much like. I keep my Facebook to keep in contact with old friends, and I keep my Instagram for funny videos.
You're not on Twitter or Snapchat?
I stopped Twitter in like 11th grade, and I was on Snapchat for a couple weeks, but I didn't see the fun in Snapchatting my life.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Plus, Instagram has that feature now, and Facebook, where you can do, like, stories or whatever. So, Snapchat is a lot. It's a lot to maintain all those social media accounts. Like,
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm neglecting part of my audience.
I've ignored my Facebook for months now.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a lot. But I see that Instagram is, like, always going. Like, people are always posting on there. I think because you can kind of do everything on there. So, like, pictures, captions, and stories. So everybody just kind of leans towards Instagram. A lot of relationships have moved toward social media, and I agree that they're starting on social media.
Yes.
And they're ending on social media.
Yeah, everybody showing off on social media and showing this perfect picture of this perfect couple, hashtag relationship goals and bae and all this other stuff. Everybody called bae. I can't, like, I'm like, okay, I thought bae was this girl's man and this, like, who is bae? I can't stand bae. I really can't.
Bae. Everybody, did you see the one where it was like bacon and eggs?
Yeah.
Or like business and entrepreneurship? I prefer those ones. But yeah.
I have never called my man bae.
Why?
I just can't get the hang of it. I can't.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's a shame that we live in this world where it's like instant gratification. Like, everybody wants everything almost as quickly as they can open up their Instagram or their Snapchat. And then things come and they go almost as quickly as we open up our Instagram or open up our Snapchat. Like, every other day there's some part of somebody's life that they're posting that's intriguing. And then you have the accounts like Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked and all those.
Exposing.
Like, yeah, and it keeps you like going. And I have gone, literally, I had to discipline myself maybe about 2 or 3 years ago or so, because I was wasting so much time on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook. Like, it literally was taking up chunks of my life.
That's me with Instagram right now.
Yeah, like, so how do you manage, like, doing other stuff? Like, I would be so distracted, whether I was at, like, work or school or, like, whatever. Like, I was always distracted. Meetings, I'm on, like, Instagram.
It's just too much information.
all the time.
Like, I was following the beef between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather for
Which is
hours.
hilarious.
I was like, oh, 30 minutes later, let me check his Instagram.
Which is hilarious. I've been cracking up over that too. Stuff like that, it draws you in. It catches you so quickly. So that's like hard, man. How hard is it, do you think, to maintain a relationship nowadays with social media? Like, I've been in relationships before where I had to delete my social media accounts, and my partner had to delete his social media accounts because it was just in the way. Like, it was too much. He would have like chicks commenting on pictures and on his wall, like just inappropriate stuff. Like, where do you draw the line on that stuff?
I can't relate because when I entered my relationship with my current man, he did not have any social media at all. So that was wonderful. And he just got Snapchat about a year ago, and I mean, it's fine. But I deleted my Instagram and my Facebook. I made it inactive, all my social media for about a year or two. I just needed a timeout for myself, you know what I mean? So I did that, and the reason why I joined Instagram now is for the funny videos, not for attention. I don't post a picture every week. I might post a picture every 3 months because I'm just there for media takeout, for trending news, you know, these celebrity fights in the comments, all that stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy it.
But I think that is why these things exist, because everybody enjoys it. I mean, they have like millions of followers, but I think that it can, like I said, it gets distracting. And I think that a lot of people look at these social media sites and they see the lives that you described earlier, people with fancy cars and nice houses and nice hair, or people just taking pictures in front of fancy cars and nice houses, and people are looking at those people.
That's a lot of that.
Yeah, and people are looking at people's lives thinking that they want it. In all actuality, it may not be everything that it appears to be.
And people use social media for other things too than showing off and attention and all that. They use it to promote their clothing business, to promote their music, to promote anything. Even though they might have 3 followers, they still use it to promote themselves. And there might be a time when they will get 1 million followers. Everybody wants 1 million followers. Like, Instagram's got that future, a circle around their profile picture to promote business. So they got that future so people can like future. Okay. So they got that to promote whatever they want in life, and people see that around their profile picture. They just click it.
I'm not a big fan of this instant gratification era that we just live in. Everything is right now. Everybody has to have something right now. And like you mentioned earlier, these Instagram models that are everywhere, people have gotten in some trouble in their relationships because of Instagram models. It's a lot. People should be stronger than that to not fall for or entertain Instagram models or chicks commenting and liking and saying crazy stuff, even in the DMs. You should be strong enough to resist those things, especially if you've chosen to be in a committed relationship. I do think that there is an issue and an overtaking of social media with Instagram models or aspiring Instagram models.
Oh, so many of those.
It's so many. And I think that there's a real issue when we start talking about people, especially females, who feel like in order to get attention, especially on Instagram, they have to pose barely clothes. They usually don't have a lot of clothes on. And unfortunately, those are the accounts with the most likes, the most attention, and people just keep giving it to them, so they just keep doing it. And now we see a lot of different people. I know that there was a celebrity or an Instagram model not too long ago, and I won't say any names, who said that somebody asked her, like, what do you do for a living? And she was like, I Instagram. And it was just like
yeah, because people be paying them to put ads if they got a lot of followers and stuff.
Yeah. So people are Instagramming for a living, I guess, now.
How much do these ads pay? Like flat tummy tea?
I have no idea, but they get paid to advertise these things. There's a lot of, like you said, catfishing. not real profiles. Oh, speaking of not real profiles, there was this profile that I heard about. There's a robot behind the profile, so it's not even a real person's profile, but they were using this robot to model their clothes and advertise clothes and stuff like that. I don't remember the name of the company, but it was really interesting. So now we have people, but we also have these profiles that are not even run by people. They're run by robots.
Is that why these weave companies keep following me? Because they run by robots?
Maybe you
So I
can.
be like, what in the world?
Are you looking at Weave a lot on your phone?
I do not look at weave.
Have you ever noticed that the ads pop up? Like, even if you just talk about something and you go into your Instagram, the ads that pop up are what you were talking about.
Maybe.
You gotta start paying attention to that, because I notice it all the time. Like, if I'm talking about going on a certain trip, or I'm talking about what kind of food I want to eat, when I go on and open up my social media account, sometimes, like my Instagram especially, some of the ads on there will talk about what I was talking about. Like, you know, I want a peanut butter and jelly today. When I open up my Instagram later, there'll probably be some advertisement for jam, for Welch's grape jelly or something.
Well, let me talk into my phone. Jelly, jelly, and let me tell you what happened an hour later. I'll tell you later.
You don't even have to talk into the phone, though. That's the thing. Like, you could just be holding a random conversation. This happens all the time when I'm holding random conversations with people. I open up my Instagram later, and it's exactly what it was that I was talking about. It's creepy. So they must be listening to us, like, all the time.
And looking through our camera.
I know. That's so weird. I guess there's nothing you can really do about it.
No, because I like my phone.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I like Instagram.
Me too.
Well, speaking of weave, natural hair.
Yeah.
I've been natural for 3.5 years now.
I don't even remember my
No,
date.
probably
It's
4.
so bad. I just like up and decided one day to just be natural. It was in February. I do know that 2013. So I'm a little over 5 years. Whoop, whoop.
I was natural because you was natural, but then I was natural because I hadn't had a perm in so long, and then I was like, well, I got all this new growth. I may as well go natural. So
Did you do the big chop?
no.
Yeah.
I transitioned very slowly, and I never even thought about a big chop. Very busy and transitioning. And I was just going with the flow.
That's crazy how that happened all of a sudden. Like, everybody wanted to go natural. Remember when it, like, first really took off? Yeah, I haven't turned back either. I didn't big chop. I just let it grow out. But I kind of want a big chop now. I don't know why. Not that my hair isn't healthy. It's quite healthy. I just kind of, I guess, want to just chop it off and change it up.
Yeah, I changed up my natural hair. I got a weave for the first time ever. So
That you did yourself.
that I did
Which is
myself.
awesome. It looks really good. You
Thank
like
you.
it?
Mm-hmm.
So, are there any, like, tips, natural, or they maybe want to try installing their first weave?
Moisturize.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
With what? What do you use?
Oil.
What kind of oil?
Cantu. Cream of Nature. That's it.
So my favorite go-to product ever in life is olive oil. It's my favorite thing, literally. And everybody's hair is just different. So you gotta find a product that works right for you. Like, I can't do Cantu because I don't like the buildup that it leaves in my hair. Oh, and I found this new product, Camilla Rose. They have the oil, which is a sealant. So, first of all, moisture. A lot of people think that, water can't moisturize your hair, but yeah, it does. So you put the water in, you seal it, usually with oil. They have a hydrating honey. It's so good. It makes your hair smell like honey, real honey. But it is like the bomb when it comes to moisturization. I'm about to moisturize with that in the next couple of days because I want to put some twists in my hair. So before I put the twist in, I need to make sure my hair is moisturized.
What's the price?
I think it's probably average. It's definitely
Under 10?
Some of the things are might be priced at $10. It's definitely a little bit more expensive than Cantu, but I like it a lot more. It's all natural product. I just really like it. I like the shampoo. They have a leave-in detangler. They have a leave-in curl activator. Makes your curls pop. So I really like that. They have a whole line of products. Like I said, it's a little bit more expensive than Cantu, but I think it's worth it. It doesn't leave a lot of buildup, and it's not really greasy.
I've
That's
been
my
looking
2
for a
cents.
new product.
You gotta check it out. Super nice. I usually get mine from Target. So coconut oil is really good. Coconut oil is actually good for your whole entire like body, like your skin, your lips. I use it as a moisturizer. Sometimes I put it in a small container and use it. I put coconut oil on my hair to seal in the moisture when I wash it. And then olive oil too. I feel like not enough people grease their scalp. You can use olive oil, you can use coconut oil for that. And you don't just put it on, you have to actually massage it in. And people don't massage it into their scalp. That makes a difference on your entire strand of hair. The more moisturized not just your hair is, but your scalp is, the healthier hair you'll have. So that's my little tip, my skincare, hair care tip. Career tip of the day, brought to you by Jump First, is staying professional. Sometimes it's easy to get out of character at work. My advice for that, don't bring your emotions to work. Understand that your job in your workplace is your job in your workplace, and I understand that sometimes people test you every day. Take your emotions out of your work. Don't bring your emotions to your workplace. You'll be more apt and more successful at staying calm and just getting your work done. I understand that a lot of things make us upset, angry, mad, frustrated. I've seen people walk out of workplaces crying. I've seen people lose their job because they couldn't keep their cool. And it's just not worth it at the end of the day. You know, you're there to do a job because you have a particular skill set. So make sure that you're doing that. Utilize your skill set to the best of your ability and do good work and save your emotions for later on. Call your homegirl up or your homeboy up and talk to them about what it was that happened that day. Talk to your mom or your sister or your brother and get it out that way. Whatever it is that you may have wanted to say to Pete, John, or Susie, say that to your best friend. Or say that to your sister, brother, mother, whoever it is that you talk to and confide in, because it's just not worth it at the end of the day to lose your job, you lose your coins, and also to burn a bridge. You never know when you might need that person who you were going to blow up at later on in life. So just save it.
Right. I thought you was about to say, call your homegirl, call your homeboy, and bring them down.
Definitely don't do that.
But no, yes, talk to them. That's it, talk.
Yes, just save it. It's not even worth it. A lot of times we get caught up, and this is like with everything in life, we get caught up in the right here, right now. This is how I feel, and I need to let everybody know that, and you really don't. Save it.
Amen.
So we're going to wrap up here, and we will see you on the next episode.